Welcome back to the Outer Worlds with the Rude Man. In the last episode, we came down into the maintenance tunnels, and we were looking for a package. We did get that. We helped out a gentleman with his rats. They don't call them rats. Sprats, I think, is what they call them. But, at any rate, we helped him out. But we now have that package, and it's a lapel. We need to take it back to Celeste. So, let's do that. I think we're still on that quest. No, we're not. It's this one. It was. We were on that one. Right. Let's go see Celeste.
Hortense yells at me about favorites one more time.
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's
What the hell is this? What?
Hey, careful. Don't go running around in the middle of a crime scene.
What happened to Celeste?
You mean Miss Jolie Kerr? She was reported for practicing a subversive aesthetic. We found her in her office, working on something perverse. She didn't cooperate, so we had to put her down. Never took her for a dissident sympathizer.
You killed her?
No argument there. Feels like the whole colony's going insane. What with dissidents infiltrating the walls of Byzantium, Byzantium cultural standards are enforced by Universal Defense Logistics. Universal Defense Logistics. Your first and last line of defense in the war against sedition.
Well, this isn't right. What the heck? I mean, I thought she was kind of weird, but she didn't need to die. Hey, we got a key to her office. They're just going to walk away. What the hell? Is this supposed to be a civilized city? All right, let's see what was she working on that she wouldn't.
Hold it right there.
Sorry. I think I just stole.
What do you think you're doing?
It was an accident. Wasn't done on purpose. Let's see. I was just leaving.
Yeah. Move along.
All right. Thank you. Now that's ridiculous. I actually stole something. And they're going to leave me alone. What did she do? Pick up the... Oh, she finished the suit. She finished the suit. What else has she got here? Maybe she was a closet... Oh, I'm not doing that again. Alright. Let's get out of her office and then we'll... see, what is it that we have to do now? That was... I'm a little shocked. I'm a little shook up. I don't know what happened there. Close this. So, I guess that ended that. We have Ellie's parents to visit. I guess we could go do that. So, what are we going to do? Let me take a look at that outfit she gave us. The Chimera. Or Chimera. Let's see. Is that what she was working on and they shot her for it? Well, that's just crazy.
I love Byzantium. Where else are you going to find art?
Alright, well, we need to...
I'm sure other colonies have seen.
I think it's on the other side of this sewer or whatever it is.
Is Mayfield still drinking?
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
Byzantine life seems awful cushy. Could get myself used to kicking back for a spell.
It's all paperwork, ass-kissing, and stuffy parties where everyone eats too much.
An overabundance of food sounds just fine to me.
Not when you're on call, pumping stomachs all night. You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox of vagrants and undesirables.
All right, I don't exactly. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This must be Byzantium
There's
Estates.
my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial-grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Never thought I'd say this, but somehow I prefer my sulfur.
She likes the sulfur of Monarch. That's funny. Oh, what a beautiful place. This where you came from? Why do they have a picture of a spaceship up? I wonder. Ooh. Where do we have to go?
Something on your mind?
Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Okay, I guess she's got nothing to add. I don't exactly know where we're supposed to go. Except for the arrow kind of shows us this way, but...
Marilyn, is that you?
Marilyn?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this.
And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Is she just doing this because she's infantile or what? Spit on the floor. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with me. What? Ellie, let's do this another time.
If you say so. But keep the Calavedos handy, 'cause we'll be back.
Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. Has she got anything new to say?
Something on your mind?
Yeah, nothing new to say. All right, I guess I shouldn't have done that. She wants me to be nasty. I guess I can.
You're back.
In the flesh. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
What's she want me to say? Indeed, we've saved towns and restored property across Alençon. Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it. We've done it at least twice. I'm going to go with 2.
Are you trying to make me look bad?
No, I was trying to
Marilyn,
make you look
this
good.
really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
Yeah, she shouldn't be treated like that. She came a long way to see you. I mean, you are her parents, or at least I presume so.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Yeah, you tell them. Yeah, keep going, Ellie.
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand. We hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
What? Yeah, don't sound so disappointed about it.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling that you people are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do.
They turned her in for
We
the
collected
insurance.
on your life insurance policy.
Oh, no.
And the
they
payouts
did.
have been rather substantial.
You what?
You're much happier knowing she's alive now, though, right?
Of course. And we shall always harbor that joyful secret deep within our hearts.
What secret?
And you'll report it to the insurance company, right?
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
This is sick, man. Come on. I don't think it can get much worse, but let's listen on and see if it does.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
She looks like her mom, doesn't she? Why not?
The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Okay, it did get worse, because at first, they just assumed she was, dead because she hadn't come back in years. And so they said, well, she must be dead. No, they concocted a story that she fell off and broke her neck, fell off a pair of shoes. No.
Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Well, it's going to be kind of hard when people see she's still alive, don't you think?
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Oh, cause a scene.
Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
No, you can't just leave it like that. They have to pay. They should pay you the money. Well, of course, normally if you die, you don't get the money anyway, but you get my point.
I need a word.
I'll bet you do. Maybe 2 or 3.
Can you believe those two?
No, I can't.
We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's
That's
garbage.
not the point. They think they said you were dead. They even made up a story. How'd you think that was going to go anyway?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
And then what?
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
Okay, you know what? This reminds me of when you're a little kid and something happens that you're mad at your parents and you say, well, if I was only blind, then you'd feel bad, wouldn't you? This is pretty silly. I give you, you've got a sense of a drama, that's for sure.
I'll consider that a compliment.
It wasn't.
Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
Yeah, you're assuming that they would act like real people, especially real parents. You really heard about this, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged.
Same thing.
Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Okay, you know what? There's one thing that I've learned over the years. You don't get angry, you get even.
I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective.
No. I think there's a lesson here, though.
Uh-oh, it looks like we're in for a big talk.
Not a very big one. Yep, pretty much everybody's out for their own. Looking out for number one.
I always thought I knew that. Didn't realize it would take getting stabbed in the back to really get
Yeah,
it.
you literally got stabbed in the
Good thing
back.
it happened with a couple top-rungers who can't stick worse than a butter knife in me. They've got no idea what a real double-cross looks like. Much less a Hephaestian triple-cross. Or an inverted Olympian blind cross. Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
Now you're talking.
I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Now you're talking. Let's do it. Should be a cut in it for me, too.
You know me, Captain. I don't like to leave a debt unpaid. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
The terminal thing sounds easier to me. But I need some information first.
Something on your mind?
Okay, now wait a minute. We've already asked her all that stuff. That's silly. I hate when this happens. Alright, so hey, we're off to the insurance company. Right? You know what? Let's go back to the ship. And I want to get Max, because Max is pretty good with computers and stuff.
Hey, sorry about your folks, Ellie.
I'm just sorry I forgot to search the liquor cabinet before we left.
I know that's a joke, but be careful. I lost someone once. After I buried him, I raided his Rizzo stash for a bit of comfort. And I ain't stopped drinking since.
Hey, who says that's a bad thing?
Well, it is a bad thing. Take my word for it. How do we get back down this way? Alright, well, I'm going to head back to the ship. And I think we can get Max to help. Because, oh, shoot. Where in the hell am I? I'm lost. How do we get back to the ship? Here we go.
Which could be bad. Or hilarious.
Wait a minute. You guys...
There's a tiny chance of a hull puncture, which would suck us into space one chunk at a time. Bad and hilarious.
Ugh. Just imagining that makes me sick.
Hey, you guys, I'm standing right
That's
here.
why we don't miss. Something on your mind?
Yeah, stop what you're doing right now. Alright. They weren't gonna. They're gonna do it anyway. Nobody respects me. I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. All right, we're going to drop off Nyoka and we're going to take Vicar. Okay, now off to the insurance company, which should be where? That way? I'm guessing we're going to have to hack a computer. That's why I wanted to get Max back. Oh, no. This looks closed. The sole letter in this mailbox is addressed to the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, satellite office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Well, okay. We should have went there first, I guess, huh? Let's get back to the ship. This reminds you of the old goose chase.
Crew report. Miyuka is drunk. Surprise.
Surprise! Yeah, let her do whatever she wants to do. Is it in Stellar Bay or Fallbrook? I think they said Fallbrook, didn't they? I guess
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
I guess I could have looked at the journal. The Low Crusade. Set up a dummy beneficiary account. Visit the Greater Halcyon Insurance Company in Fallbrook. Alright, we're going in. Put on your Sunday best. We're going to town. Alright, we're going to stick with Felix. No, not Felix. The Doctor and Max. I've probably got better hacking skill than Max does. You never know. Oh, scared me, girl. Alright, let's figure out where we need to go. Fallbrook. I tell you what, space looks pretty nasty to me. Where are we supposed to go? In here?
This looks like the place. You ready to get my money or what?
Hello.
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Really, duly noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
You're only going to be dismembered once. What? Why? Yeah, I've got this question. Why is the office in Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Oh, tax purposes. All right.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO.
Okay. I don't need to know any more about the insurance policies. I need to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fenhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Well...
Of course no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Yeah, well, let's just stay on topic. I just want to change their beneficiary.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead.
Oh, well.
If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Well, she's got a point. All right, well, yeah, I don't want to tell her that she's not dead. That then the policy's no good. How can I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically?
Yeah.
Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room. that contains data on all our policies. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice.
Oh.
But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Yes, I know that we couldn't do anything like that. I'm not going to intimidate her, but I think I've got the money.
I'm forbidden from accepting bribes, no matter how tempting.
Well, that didn't work. Yeah, look at it as a fine that I'm paying in advance.
The employee handbook doesn't say anything about that. Very well.
It worked.
I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
It worked.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Sweet. All right, thank you.
I need a word.
Oh, already? We just finished our transaction. Maybe we shouldn't do it here. Come here. I mean, she did get paid. I don't think she's going to tell anybody, but just to be on the safe side.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Yeah. That's all, and all you had to do is die.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't going to live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Did they even have real jobs? Yeah, real jobs? What? Did they even have real jobs?
Maybe as line holders or warm bodies?
Well, I tell you what, those are real jobs.
Oh, sure. You've got to wait in line for just about anything in Byzantium, and not everyone has the time or inclination to do it themselves. As for warm bodies, some companies like to keep extra workers on site to look more productive.
All right, well, hey, what's next for you, girl?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
Why not?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
It just gives you something to look forward to, I guess.
Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
I got less back than I gave her for the bribe. What? Oh. Okay, since I didn't make my money back, I'm gonna be a good guy about it and say, hey, I appreciate it, but I didn't do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
Well, okay, you got me there. You're my friend.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Well, I'm a doer, not a talker. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. I'm not trying to get all mushy or anything. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours.
Well, that's what I was trying to get at.
So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
Right. Well, I wasn't going to give it back.
Don't mention it. Really, this feels weird enough as it is.
All right, let's get a move on. Okay, well, with that, we're done with Ellie. We got some of our money back. I'm going to take a break here in Fallbrook, and when we come back, we'll carry on with the next mission. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you then. Ta-ta for now.